we are doing this for Valentine's Day. We're going to talk about...
Guy's favorite holiday.
Really? No, I know. It isn't. Guys don't like Valentine's Day. Why, I wonder?
Because it's usually
a lot
all
of
about
expectation.
Us.
It is all about us. Let's go on. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So love and sci-fi. This was your idea, and you have notes, and I don't.
Have notes because I asked our Facebook group, which acts as our forum, what their favorite sci-fi fantasy couple is.
Okay.
What their least favorite sci-fi fantasy couple is.
Okay.
And what their favorite, oh gosh, I wish they would get together kind of arrangement is.
Okay.
So they have to be on the same show, and there should be some like romantic tension between them that the writers create, not just, I like...
So we're talking about canon, sort of.
Canon stuff, yeah.
Okay.
No one was proposing all this stuff that didn't go together. Like,
True.
These people would never meet. I had to put a stop to that. Noah, sorry. You're going a little crazy there.
Yeah, we have to have some kind of something.
Yes. Yeah. Organization.
Yes.
So, let's start off. Who did you add to the list of favorite sci-fi fantasy romances?
Oh my God, I can't remember who I put on there. Oh, I put Spike and Drusilla. That was the most recent one. Yeah. And I love them because they're both equally nutballs. They're just completely crazy. And I think sometimes it's not about being perfect. It's about being perfect for someone.
Yeah.
And I think Spike and Drusilla were perfect together. And especially in the beginning, you can kind of have conversations about Buffy and whatever. But just talking about Spike and Drusilla at the beginning of Buffy, season 2, 2 to like 4, I think they were like a cute, nutso couple. And also, I'm a big fan of, oh gosh, what did I put? See, now
Buffy.
I put Buffy. Angel. Oh, you like Buffy and Angel?
No, I thought you did. Maybe
no, it wasn't me. Wasn't me. Because
you put Lee and Starbuck. Leah Dama.
Yes, I put Lee and Starbuck because I think that's another example of like they're both just messed up enough for each other. Like I almost think that like everybody else the two of them were with was not right for them. I think even though they were kind of crazy together, I thought they were a good match. I don't know. That was just me. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was right because I had some I had non-traditional ones.
Yeah.
And so I had Lee and Starbuck, and of course Troy and Riker because like that's the only way to go.
Given.
That's
Picard and Crusher.
Only way to go.
But
Picard and Crusher.
You only get a Picard and Crusher at the very end when it's the finale of the series, and you flash forward and see that at some point they were together, and then they got divorced, and then the books have like a relationship, but most of the time it was just like romantic tension.
Right, but to me, like, and when we were looking at these because you also posted the least favorite, and it's like pretty much for me, it's Picard and anyone else except for Crusher. Like,
who's your least favorite pairing though with Picard?
Vosh. I just really hate her. I just really do.
I don't like Vosh. I really don't like Philippa Lavoie.
Oh my God, she's one of my favorite people. I love her.
I can't stand her.
Why?
She's from Measure of a Man. She's that lawyer chick that.
But that's why you
stand her.
She's not a lawyer. She acts as judge, but
she's the advocate.
The advocacy system is really important. That's the best part of Measure of the Man.
I can't stand her. But
otherwise,
Vosh and Q.
But if she wouldn't have done that, then Dana would have just been taken away because of the orders from Starfleet.
No, I'm not talking about her in her role.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm talking about her as a potential
love interest.
Or a former love interest of Picard.
Fair.
It's gaggerific.
All right.
Beverly and Ronan.
Ew.
If you want to know more about that, what we think about that, that's the guy, the space ghost from Sub Rosa, the one where she falls in love with that Scottish ghost who has had romantic relationships with every member of her family that are women.
That is the weirdest. We did a whole podcast about it.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, it's anomalypodcast.com/podcasts/ anomaly of TNG_subrosa.mp3. The reason I'm doing that is because we're going to be revamping the site, and you won't be able to access our archive for a while. So that's the direct link. But it's hilarious.
I'm finding my other list because I had some.
Let me talk about my list. I have a list too.
Sorry.
Rosalind and Adama.
Oh, that's right.
I love them together. I think it was the most realistic, I guess.
I agree.
Older relationship.
I think it was very nice. I like them together too.
Mulder and Scully, I like them.
Yes, that was one of my thoughts.
I liked someone else's suggestion because that was one of mine.
Yeah.
but I didn't get a chance to post it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had a whole bunch. Oh, you're gonna have to cut some of this out. Sydney Bristow and Michael Vaughn from Alias.
Okay.
Alias.
Okay.
I know you didn't watch that.
That's okay.
Wash and Zoe.
Oh yeah, Wash and Zoe.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Or Mal and Inara.
Kaylee and the doctor, or Simon.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, but Inara and Mal were the potential relationship.
Yeah, that would have been kind of the slow burn relationship if the series had continued.
Yeah. Characters I hate together, Spock and Uhura. Who else? Leela and Zap Brannigan.
But that's so funny.
Trip and T'Pol. Can't stand them together.
Oh, I like them.
Neelix and Kess.
Oh,
Janeway and what's his face? Her first officer.
Yeah, I didn't watch very much of
They
Voyager.
tried to go that way, but they didn't. Who else? Worf and Troy.
Gross. And
Superman and Wonder Woman.
Did you like Worf with Dax?
Yes.
So it's not a Worf thing.
Jadzia and Dax were a better pairing. Not Ezri.
No, but I have no problem with Worf. I just didn't like him with Troy.
No, because she and Riker were there. Every time Riker was with another woman, he grossed me out too.
No, that's part of his game.
No, but I'm like, come on, in front of Deanna.
Well, they broke up. They were on a break. He's entitled to go do his thing. He's Riker. That's what he does.
He's a jerk face. Tonks and Lupin.
I like Tonks and Lupin.
That was someone's suggestion.
Yeah, I think that was Sarah.
Sarah. Hatter and Alice.
Oh, I love Hatter and Alice.
Here's mine I'm going to throw in for Outlander fans. Jamie and Claire and Ginny and Ian. Okay. Not that you know that.
That's okay.
But some of you do.
That's all right.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch. We can go
I put in, and I know I do not have a lot of support for this, but I like, no, I lost it, was Cyclops and Jean Grey. I know, because people like Jean with Wolverine or whatever, but I like, and I'm a fan of James Marsters in some things, so I like him as Cyclops, and I thought the two of them were good together. That's just me. Again, controversial decision making on my part. I'm looking if I... Okay, while you're thinking... Go ahead.
If anyone likes Continuum, I think that Kira Cameron and Carlos should get together. But instead, it seems like they're leaning towards Kira Cameron and John Doe, the guy they threw in at the last minute. I'm like, really? That fast? No. It doesn't work. Anyway, don't like them together. Anakin and Padme.
Oh, I had a little thing about this.
Yes.
And this kind of goes in...
because somebody suggested it was the portrayal of the characters that sucked, and it was like, no.
No.
It was a bad relationship.
No, and the thing is, the only reason it didn't come up for me to begin with is because, like, it's so central to, like, the whole premise of the movie that, like, they have to get together. Or you don't have the whole movie.
Luke and Leia.
Right, you don't have Luke and Leia, so you don't, like, everything's lost. Kind of forced. So you have to have them together, which is part of the problem with the storytelling, is that you're telling one story about how he's, like, going crazy, and then another story about how they have to fall in love, and it doesn't mesh because... No. And so, like, I hate to say it, but it's true. The whole point of that, and the example I gave, which this kind of goes into what we need to be talking about when we do the review, but it's like, Padme, come on. You know, bad decision making. You just wiped out a whole race of people. Let's get married. Yeah. Great idea. Great idea.
Murdered younglings and...
Well, but they were already married.
She said when he killed the sand people, women and children too. And she didn't have a problem with that.
She did not have a problem with that. And they didn't agree, like, on politics at all. She knew after their little trip to the forest or wherever they were, when they were on Naboo, like, that he was a little...
And he looks at her weird too.
He does. So it's not just the acting. I think that there's other stuff that should have gone off in her head, like, oh, this is not a good idea.
Bad decision. Man, there's so many.
Bad?
I don't even know. Oh, wait. This one was a hilarious one that I know you'll get. Ooh. Rand, Min, Elaine, and Avienda from the Wheel of Time.
That's kind of funny.
Noah suggested them.
That's pretty funny. You know who I like from Wheel of Time is Fael and Perrin. That's my favorite.
Yes, I agree. Mostly because of Perrin.
See, I like them both. I like Fail. She's spunky.
Perrin is my type of guy, though.
Interesting. Anyway.
Quiet and woodsy.
Yeah. Also, you know what? I'm a fan of Tara and Willow. I love Oz, but I'm a Tara and Willow fan.
I don't know that far into Buffy.
Oh, okay.
Didn't get that far into Buffy.
Yeah,
but I know.
And I was one of the changed people. Like, I didn't like Tara at first, and it had nothing. It was nothing to do with the relationship. It was because of Oz. Mm-hmm. And then they won me over, and I love it. I love Tara and Willow.
It was the
I thought Tara was so good for Willow.
Once More with Feeling episode, wasn't it?
No, it was an episode called Family.
Mm-hmm. I thought of one before we forget. Geordie LaForge and Dr. Brown.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That was one that I wanted to actually happen, even though she was married.
Yeah.
You never see that
Poor
guy.
Geordie.
So. The guy needed someone.
Yeah, they should have written something for him. I was a little sad about that. Oh well.
He had to have holographic chicks.
So we were also going to talk about, just in general, our own experiences with romance.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk about how we were proposed to.
That's right. We were going to talk a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah.
You were first, so.
Okay, I'll go first. Well, I've talked about David before. He's my husband. I've been married to him. This year will be 20 years. Mm-hmm. That's a long time.
No, next year.
No,
it was
I just celebrated my 19th. It'll be.
That's what I mean. So next year will be your 20th.
Yes, that's right. Sorry. God, okay. It was because it's January 6th.
Oh right, so it's the very beginning. Okay,
so anyway, he's not a nerd or anything like that, but he proposed to me on the steps of my dorm, and I was on the first floor, and he threw pebbles at my window.
Oh my gosh.
It was at night after he got up from his graveyard shift. So I went to the window, and my friends were the ones who were telling me, he's outside. So I go outside in my robe on the steps, and all the girls on the first floor of the dormitory are all looking outside while he proposed to me.
It's very exciting.
And they all applauded when I said yes.
That's great.
So it was very rom-com-ish.
Mine was sort of rom-com-ish too, but it was perfect for me because, well, you know, it ties into Valentine's Day a little bit because it was actually 10 years ago this week on Valentine's Day, came and went, and I was like,
the heck?
What the heck? Because like Valentine's Day, so like, but we had been together for a while at this point, and so, but it just happened to be on the 17th that I was doing a show, like this little fundraiser for a theater company I was working for, and so, and our whole family was there and all that stuff, and it didn't even occur to me. But I had to focus on that. So I did Valentine's Day. I was a little disappointed. And then we go to the show, and he proposed to me there in front of all of my friends, all of my family. And there was a spotlight on me,
which is Angela's favorite.
Is one of my favorite things. And it was just like so perfect for me, which was just kind of funny because it was like, I was really irritated about the whole not Valentine's, but it ended up being perfect. So it just goes to show how well Jim knows me, that he knew what to do. He knew what to do. So, and yeah, so that was very romantic and sweet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think all girls, it just depends on your relationship, you know, because I think as a girl podcast, sometimes guys want to know like what to do or how to do it. And I think it just depends on the girl. So.
And then Stephanie on the...
Oh, yeah. In the middle...
Hiked up and on the Big Bend and on the mountain.
Yeah, she talked about that during our last show.
The raid
and
group.
During the raid group.
Podcast.
So it's like, it just kind of depends on the girl. And that worked for us. Mm-hmm. Ours worked for us. So anyway, I forgot to talk about some of my favorites in... Lord of the Rings. I like Arwen and Aragorn. And my favorite bromance is Gimli and Legolas. Obviously not romance, but I think they have a good bromance.
Yeah. Someone wrote down that they hated, it was Jenny McNiven hates the Arwen or Awen and Faramir relationship.
That's one of my favorites. Why? Why does she hate it?
I don't know. What is wrong with you?
I love that idea. They're so cute together. They are. They're super cute together. Oh, well. Is what it is. Everybody gets their own opinion about things. True.
Are we done with our topic? Because I have
Housekeeping? Okay.
Just a reminder, the site within like maybe a week is going to go dark, I guess.
Okay.
There'll be a homepage where you can contact us and you can find our social media, but we're revamping everything. So you won't be able to find show notes or anything. That'll be your opportunity to join our Facebook group,
Yay!
which is our forum, and all that information will be there. You know, we're always there talking. But I don't know how long it'll take me to revamp the site because it's a pretty endeavorous thing. Is that a word, endeavorous?
I'm going to pretend it is.
It is.
It's a word now.
So, anyway. But you can get in contact with us there. We're on Twitter, Facebook. So, anomalypodcast.com.
And the group is very active today.
It is.
With all the questions.
They're always active. Our group is awesome. And they're really cool.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Angela.
And you've been listening to the Anomaly Podcast, where female and fandom converge. Actually, you've been watching it, but...
Or both.
Or both.
Bye. That was good.
Yeah.